Hello, I'm Sam Marchant, your voice of the Muskies, here with the new head coach for the women's soccer program, Alex Pagonis. And Alex, just talk to me. How have the first few weeks been like on campus here since stepping into that head coaching role?
It's been a little bit of a really good whirlwind. It's you get in, you get right to work, you meet everybody, you kind of just get indoctrinated into the community, which has been an absolutely really pleasant surprise. I've just loved how passionate people are here and
Mm-hmm.
just how involved everybody is in not only their own sport but other sports and just random community members that just have such cool ties to this place. I've been really enjoying myself here.
Has there been anything or anyone in particular that's like stood out to you since you've been on campus?
Uh, to me, the person that is always the most interesting is probably I think the nickname is G Force.
Yep.
He is somebody that is like the dawn of Lakeland University, and he's a really cool person to talk to. Really knowledgeable and well connected individual that for someone who's new is super helpful. It helps me get pointed in the right
hmm
direction when I have questions. Another person as well was the old assistant coach here, Pete.
Yep.
Pete, he's just one of those Lakeland guys,
He is.
So he is just such a character, and he's another person that's really helped me kind of find out, okay, where do I go if I'm looking for this? Where do I go if I'm looking for that?
Yeah, absolutely. Some good guys. What about the kids, the girls or women, I should say, that are in this program? What have they been like, and how has the reception been to
Yeah.
your just introduction and things like that?
They have been absolutely incredible. I think this is a really exciting time, not only for myself, but for them as well. Uh, Most of them have had a couple head coaches throughout their college career. Some of them have only had one. Now they have had two. I think sometimes when you can get a lot of coaches, you can have two outlooks on it. It can be, bad because there's no consistency in
hmm
culture because it's change. Good as you get a lot of different coaching styles. And from what I've heard, I'm a very different style of coach than what they've had. And I think that that's a positive thing. I think when you get coached by different styles, you learn a lot about not only yourself, but about the game.
hmm
And they're a good, high energy group of people that is, I think, very excited and very hungry to learn and develop. We had one practice already, and I think it was like such a cool reception just seeing them see a different style of training and see me actually coach. Because I think
hmm
that was kind of the biggest question mark is like,
Yeah.
this guy's been here for like 3 weeks now. We have not seen him run one training
Yep.
session. So it was cool getting out there, get the balls rolling, get things going that way.
What would you say your coaching style is? How do you approach going to town on these kids?
Uh, I'd say I'm a motivator.
hmm
I'm a high energy person. I like to motivate, and I really like to focus on the details of the game. So for me, it is the importance of every touch, every pass, every off ball
hmm
action, and just really showing, okay, this is why. If you do this, let's look at what the defense does.
hmm
They move here. This is what opens up. This is how important. You might not ever even touch the ball,
Yeah.
but this action can change a game, and you
hmm
you will never, like, on stat sheet you'll be invisible,
hmm
but in the game you'll probably be the most impactful player, and then also empowering these athletes to have and boost their creativity. I love watching beautiful soccer, which is just free flowing creative football. I don't know who doesn't, and I don't really put, like, my coaching style is not very, it's not like a systematic structure.
hmm
I will freeze moments. I will talk about different options, no wrong answer style of coaching where it's like,
hmm
hey, okay, you tried that, didn't work, let's try it again. Okay, here's what else could be open. Okay, here's how we could create another option. So that way in game, you're not even looking for where your teammates are, you're looking at where the opposition is.
Yeah.
And you're just empowered, you're creative, you just kind of now can attack the game with a different kind of lens instead of being like, well, if plan A fails, what next?
Yeah.
No, it's like there is no plan A, B, or C. It's just football. You go out there, you play, you connect, and you go hopefully win some ball games.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exciting. That's super exciting, especially for the program. You've coached at Division 1, Division 2 levels. What
Yep.
is it like? How has that allowed you to get in this position that you're in today, and transitioning now to be in a D3 program?
It's really interesting. I think sometimes the whole D1, D2, D3 can be a little bit of like a facade. Like it's a little bit of like it's an illusion. Even when I was at the Division 1 level, there's still the same problems that you face at the D3 level, and the
hmm
same at the D2 level. There's been schools I've been at and have traveled to at the D2 level, and even the D1 level, that aren't as nice as some of the schools I've been to at the D3 level.
hmm
You know, uh, so it's a little bit honestly, unless you're like top power four, it's a lot closer than what people
Yeah,
think.
I would agree.
And ultimately, the ball's round.
hmm
So it's the same kind of concept, same kind of development. I think a lot of people honestly can be undercoached. So I've seen it at the D1 level, I've seen it at the D3 level and the D2 level where there's still so much coaching to do that it's not like this big gap in skill level where it's like, hey, I mean, I've been at D1, D2, D3 level, and I've seen every one of these levels beat each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, D3 beat D1, D1 beat D2, D2 beat D3, D2 beat D1. It's just
Yeah,
this wonderful mismatch where I think, to me, I base it off program and culture and university versus level.
yeah, absolutely. What are you most excited for coming up this in spring season, and then obviously as you get into your full regular season in the fall?
I'm really excited for my first game in the fall. I think every training session, I mean, after my first training session, it was like a dream come true, you know. So that was a really cool feeling. I was flying. I think I was up till 2 in the morning just off pure excitement, honestly. But I'm really excited for not only my first game as a head coach, but my first win as a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because that will be, you know, it's a really surreal moment when you're standing there, even on Tuesday at our practice. I'm sitting there, just kind of, it's like my coaching career is flashing before my eyes, and just kind of how surreal it is, and how much of a blessing it is to be here. That, like, I'm really excited to get on a touchline for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, be a head coach in that moment, and when the final whistle blows, hopefully we're on the positive side of a result. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. When it's all said and done, what do you hope kids gain from being a part of the program, being part of under you and your influence aside from the wins and losses? Like obviously wins are exciting, but
Yeah.
what is the purpose behind being a coach?
To me, the reason why I got in coaching is to help people and to give back to the community. And the best thing and the biggest thing I want everybody to walk away with is confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a coach can empower any athlete, regardless of skill level, regardless of competitive level, with confidence. And confidence is something that's going to carry you way further than any technical ability will. Confidence is something that will empower you to go conquer the world. You
Mm-hmm.
know, when you leave here, you might not play a single minute, but if you have confidence in your abilities, you can walk into a room and you can dominate that situation with just pure belief in yourself.
Yeah.
And that is something that I aim to give every single one of my athletes, again, regardless of who they are, regardless of how much they play, regardless of what position. It's that confidence in that belief in, like, okay, academically, I can win. Athletically, I want to win. In life, career, I want to win. You know,
Yeah.
could be making a really good breakfast in the morning. You know, that's a win.
Yeah.
And as a coach, that's something that I kind of play a two hat system. Is like, not only am I a coach, but I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Any athlete that's a part of this program I'll always be a fan of. I'll always root for, whether it is, again, a tangible win or you make a good omelet one day. You know,
Yeah.
like, that's a win. You know,
That is
something
a
like
win.
that. So that's what I want people to walk away with, is just a new sense of confidence, a new sense of belief in who they are and what they're capable of.
Absolutely. Well, we're pretty confident the women's soccer program is moving in the right direction under Coach Alex. I'm Sam Marchand, your voice of the Muskies. Roll skis.